What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm kind of picking up on something that I've been doing for a while now. I tried vlogging this a while back. This is a project I've had going on for a while now, but I have not figured out a solid method of doing this, so it's taken me a while to get. I have a wheel in this barrel. I completely customized this barrel. Alright, so I customized this barrel. I put a bunch of lacquer thinner in here, hoping to get some paint stripped off of these wheels. Seems like they work for the most part. I still gotta scrape them off. That might take a while, but I picked these wheels up for the E90. I have two-ish wheels. I have one wheel almost done, but I have no idea how to finish it. Let me show you guys that one. Like I said, I've been working on these, well, this one, for about 3 weeks now. That is as best as I've been able to get it. The plan was to polish them, get them like a polished look, but honestly I don't have the right tools to get them to polish. And I think this is the one spoke that I actually sanded down with 800, and it is probably the nicest spoke. Other than that, not too bad. I really thought about running it like this, but there's a bunch of imperfections everywhere. A couple of these inserts, like right there, you can see that there's running here from the grinder, right there as well. Just a lot of imperfections in the wheel, so I don't really want to run these like this. I thought about just clear coating them. You would not be able to tell from a distance, but you definitely would be able to tell from up close. And I also thought about painting them black or white, but black's really basic. White, I already looked them up, they don't look that good, so I've decided to stick with it. I'm gonna finish them. But like I said, I tried vlogging the process, but it's been 3 weeks since I got these wheels started. This wheel started, and just this morning I kind of got to this point. Yeah, it's been a process, but I'm working on it today. My goal is to finish it by this weekend, or at least get them sanded like that one by the end of this weekend. This one shouldn't take too long. I kind of started working on this one. I ended up going with the fiber disc for the grinder and grinding down all the paint. The thinner did not work. Well, actually it did. It worked for the paint. That wheel's actually been sitting in that solution 3 weeks now, actually. So I've been at this for 4 weeks or 2 weeks. No, that one's been sitting in the solution for 2 weeks. I've been at this for 3 weeks, and that wheel isn't completely done yet. Like, you guys saw that the paint's only coming off barely, and that's been 3 weeks. This one literally took me like 10-15 minutes to just get with the fiber disc and go over it. I literally just did the face. Once I get into these, I know how I'm gonna do those. That's gonna be a lot quicker than what I was doing before. Let's see, so we got 1, 2, so we have to have one more. Yeah, so this is what they look like when I pick them up. They aren't the best. I don't like the color, that's why I was changing them. I could have just thrown, I have tires for these wheels, and I need them for the E90. I thought about just throwing them on the E90 like that, but I said I want to rock them for a while, so I want them to look decent. And I thought that I could polish aluminum with my rotary, my dual action. Because I learned how to do it last summer on paint, I thought that'd be the same method, or I could use more or less the same method on aluminum, but it turns out I can't. I need a different polisher, and I need a different machine as well. Different pads. It's just a completely different system, but for right now this is what I got to work with, so this is what I'm gonna use. I might sit that wheel in this solution, so then it takes off the gold, and then all we have on the insides are like the actual OEM, kind of like the grayish. Still not ideally what I want to do, but if I can get them sanded and looking decent, just sanded by the end of this week, I can throw the tires on, throw clear coat on them, and it'll look all right. So I'm probably just gonna sand them, get all the paint off of them, get all the primer off. The primer's what's really stuck. That's where I've been stuck on. So I'll probably get all the primer off, go down to bare metal, and then just leave them kind of like sanded. I'll go over them with like an 800 grit, like a wet 800 grit, and so it looks somewhat decent and smooth. Not exactly polished, but like just smooth. And I think that's what we're gonna rock for a while, until I decide to powder coat or to finish polishing. You guys thought I was kidding when I said that primer would not come off. That primer would not come off. You guys saw that come off with the fiber disc. So just to show what I meant, let's see if I can get bare metal right there. That is primer, and then that is paint still. I have to get the insides a little bit differently. I got to do that with a Dremel or a drill. I think I'm going to use the Dremel because it's probably going to be a little bit quicker, but I at least got the face done. These are a lot smoother than the last ones. So the very first one I used the wrong disc on the grinder, and I just kind of found it in the shop, and so I said I'm going to use that, and I end up messing up the wheel a little bit more than what I should have. I started getting into the actual aluminum and not just the paint, so that is why I messed that one up. But at least I got the face done, which is not the easiest part, not the hardest part, probably one of the easiest parts. From here forward I have to do the holes for the lugs and then those inserts on those wheels. Let me show you guys more or less what I'm going to use. Hopefully I have everything and I don't have to look for it. Alright, so Dremel attachments. I bought this at Home Depot. This should be our inner, this piece. I bought a couple of these because I wanted to see how they would work. They are 320 grit. And those are going to be the same thing, either these or in here. I'm going to see where they work best. What I tried with the first wheel is I tried to get the fiber disc in like I did on the time lapse, that little bit, and it didn't help all that much. And like I said, I had the wrong disc, so it kind of ate out the metal a little bit quickly. This should be a lot lighter grit. This is a 120 grit and a 320, so these should help smoothen a lot easier. One should eat at the paint, and then the other one should eat at the metal, just smoothing it out. I'm gonna give these a shot real quick. I'll pick up the camera once I have it down more or less, show you guys what I'm doing. It's a process, guys. Like I said, it took me a week just to get the face done, and it just took me 15-ish minutes on the other two wheels, just because I know now what I'm doing. You guys are getting a shortcut. All right, so this is the one I had done. This is the one I just finished. I need to get these corners. This is the only thing left on this wheel, and basically it'd be done for sanding. I just need to prep it with sanding, and then it'd be like that. So this one's actually really quick. I think I took maybe an hour on this one, which is not too bad compared to that one, which took me 3 weeks. 1 hour, 3 weeks. This one I started on, but the little Dremel piece that I was using for the insides wore out, and so I couldn't use it anymore. I'm gonna go tomorrow buy the other piece, the same Dremel piece that I use for all the inserts, and then I will knock this wheel out, the other wheel. This one's halfway done, and I only have one more wheel. 1, 2, 3, yeah, only got one more wheel. For right now I'm gonna drop this. I'll pick this back up tomorrow. It's getting dark and cold, so I want to go inside. Like I said, I still have one more wheel to do, so I'm gonna go pick up that other piece tomorrow morning, get back to this, and at least get the sanding done. I don't know if we're gonna do the polishing. Like I said, I don't have the right tools for polishing, so at least we'll get a good sanding in it, and then I don't know if we'll get them mounted. I'll pick up the camera tomorrow once I have the Dremel piece, and I think I should by then have most of the wheels done. I'll show you guys the end results of just them being prepped for sanding. Alrighty boys, here we go, day 2. So, let's see if I can set this a little better. So I picked up a couple more of these wheels. I actually got a couple more aggressive ones. I got an 80 grit and 120. I got 2 120s, 1 80. So I think the 80 grit is gonna eat a lot quicker. I don't remember what grit I got the last one. I have one wheel more than halfway done, and then I have one wheel that I just did the face. So I just need to do the inserts, and then we will be done. All I will have left is to sand down the faces. For that I'm gonna use the dual action, and that should work fairly quickly. I did the first one that way and it worked fine. I really want these wheels on the E90 by tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday, today's Sunday. I'm really hoping tomorrow take them in, get them mount and balanced, and throw them on the E90. I actually really need the E90 back. The only thing missing are the wheels and tires and the sensors that I have back here. This is literally one of the last things the E90 needs to be usable and reliable again. Everything after that is gonna be more cosmetic. But let me knock this out real quick. I'll pick up the camera once I get all the wheels done for the most part. And then I think before I start sanding with the dual action, I'll show you guys the results, the end results, because I did remember I do need to do the little corners that I could not get into the other day. I'm gonna try to figure out the quickest way to do that one. I might just clear coat it, a light clear coat, just so it stays decently looking, because I do not have a polisher. I cannot polish these wheels. I don't have the right compound, I don't have the right polisher, so I'm gonna have to wait for polishing. That's how they're staying. They look decent enough for now. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a couple of days since the last clip. I picked up the camera thinking that I was gonna finish, was it yesterday? And my Dremel broke, so I had to go buy another one. And then that one broke, so I had to go buy this one. So yeah, I didn't finish yesterday. Yeah, it was only yesterday. I thought it was a couple days ago. But this is how I'm gonna leave the wheels for now. I know I said I was going to polish them, but I do need the right polisher, the right wheel. I'm just gonna have to go mount them like that because I really need the E90. Once I pick up the right polisher, the right wheel, I can start stripping down the ESRs, and then I can get those taken care of. I might just do the same process. I might just polish them because that's all I wanted to do was polish them at one point. And now that I got this down, I think these wheels are gonna be a lot harder than those. Well, I'm hoping the other ones are easier. Like I said, I'm just going to leave these as they are. Start working on the ESRs another day. I really don't have the time to do it right now. I have a couple things that I have on the priority list. So I really need the E90 back so I can use it. I am going to just slap the tires on today like this. I'm gonna end the video here. I am going to do the wheel reveal next video. You guys are gonna have to wait till the next video to see what they look like on the car. I'm not that excited because they're not done. And I know that it's gonna take me a long time to finish them because I'm just gonna throw them on, I'm gonna use them. I'm not really gonna care about what they look like. Like I said, I really need the car back. They honestly just kind of look like a brushed aluminum look, and that's kind of what it is, but they're just not done. Like, they're just not done. So up close they're gonna look weird. From far away they're probably gonna look really fire. I said I was gonna start uploading more. That is the reason why I'm not going to finish the wheels in this video. I want to start uploading more frequently. It's been 4 or 5 days. It's been 3-4 weeks actually since I started on these wheels, so I definitely need to upload a video for these wheels. Once I get everything I need to finish them completely, we'll do that, but for right now this is how they're gonna stay. If you guys like the video, go down, hit that like button. Comment down below if you guys are excited to see the wheels. I kinda am, even though they're not done. Hit that subscribe button, you guys don't want to miss out on the next video. I'll see you guys in the next one.